Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my tiny corner of the internet. Today, we're gonna see what you're stuck from, what you're closed off from, what you're stuck in, and how you can move forward. So, there are three cards to choose from, and there are three animals to choose from. Card number 1, dolphin. Card number 2, elephant. And card number 3, koala. Take all the time you need. The timestamps will be down in the description below. Okay. Hello, pile number 1. These are your cards. Now I'm gonna read them. Hello, pile number 1. So this first card represents what you are closed off from. It represents your present situation, and it looks like you are afraid, scared, and have chosen to remain constant for the fear that you might face difficulties. It seems like you are waiting for opportunities for someone to come and help you. The second card represents why you are stuck. It looks like you are anxious about the future, anxious about your life, and maybe it's because you are so anxious you have chosen to cope by hiding, by not doing anything. You, however, need to remain hopeful, to remember that things can get better. You need to take one step at a time. The first step might just be to breathe and take things at your pace from there. Not slowly, not fast, but at a pace you feel comfortable with. This card represents the changes that you need to make. This is a beautiful card. I love it. So this card says that you need to learn and take help. Help will not always seem like it's there. It seems like you are closed off from the people who should have been closest to you, like parents. Try and talk a little bit, one topic at a time. You know, when we are teens, we feel like the world hates us, and we don't share our feelings with our parents, but usually parents will be there to help and support you. And yes, the only way it seems that you can move forward is by reconnecting with your loved ones, by sharing stuff together and just enjoying the little things, accepting and understanding that our loved ones are imperfect too. They are imperfect human beings, just like us. We hurt them and they hurt us. It's just all part of the relationship. Not saying toxic relationships are good, but in a parental relationship, it happens. We hurt them at times and they hurt us too. And this is your last card, pile number 1. I did not clearly get the message from this card, so I'll try translating it as best as I can. So what I see here is the cards are not telling you to do the things that make you uncomfortable. They're just telling you to hope and move one step at a time, just at your pace. Don't stay in a safe place. Don't close yourself off from other people. Just try to talk a little bit, one step at a time. So that is it for your reading, pile number 1. Hope you have a wonderful day or night. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. These are your cards and I'm gonna read them now. Hello, pile number 2. So, this card represents your present situation, what you are stuck, what you are closed off from. and it looks like you are having trust issues. I see that it is in terms of romantic relationships. It also seems like you are hiding your true self for the betterment of the relationship. And I don't know where the relationship will lead you if you are open about yourself, but I can at least tell that a relationship where you have to hide your inner self is not gonna be long lasting. You have to compromise in some aspects of the relationship but never completely change yourself. A message I see is that you need to understand that exposing your true self is an act of purity of heart. You need to be true to yourself, to your values and beliefs. If you and your partner are not on the same emotional wavelength, then things just aren't gonna work out. And I see this card. This is one of the moon siblings playing with the Chinese god of same-sex relationship, and I see a rainbow here, a pride flag. Uh, Not exactly, but yeah, I see a pretty colors here, and it reminds me of the pride flag. And this man over here falls in love with a lesbian woman, so he dresses up as a woman to win her heart. And this leads me to think that the relationship that we are talking about here is a homosexual relationship, or maybe uh, either you or your partner, one of you is part of the LGBTQ plus community. Uh, well, this does not really matter, but the cards are telling you to understand that you have to hope for a better life. You have to try to be understanding and make your relationship better, but you should not be the only one putting in the work. The question also remains. I see Three of Wands, fire energy. Are you and your partner passionate enough to make a change? Your higher self wants you to stay grounded. They want you to understand that all seasons are necessary, even the harsh winter and the hot summer. If it was always summer, the roots would burn and the gardens would never become green. Rumi. I love that poem. There's also a saying from Tao Te Ching. Maybe I pronounced their name wrong, but it says the high must be built upon the foundation of the low. So, pile number 2, this is it for your reading. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. These are your cards. I pulled a lot of them out, and I'm gonna read them now. Hello, pile number 3. I pulled a lot of cards out for you, and your messages are long, and maybe your life is tough, and that's why there are a lot of messages coming. I'll just give you a hug. I love you. Okay, let's start. It seems like you are stuck from rules. This card gives me Moana energy, although the meaning of this card is totally different. It seems like you are stuck from rules, family rules, expectations, and boundaries. There is air energy in your cards. Page of Swords. A message I see here is that good communication is required. You need to try and reach a mutual ground, a common ground, and it seems like you have tried doing it before too and failed. The message here is that you need to turn inward. You need to rather focus your energy on the things that you can control rather than the things that aren't in your reach. You cannot control what happens to you in life, but you can always control what you will feel and do about what happens to you. Viktor E. Frankl. I don't agree we are able to control how we feel, but yes, we need to embrace it. We need to accept the current situation as it is. I want to say another quote. It's by Eckhart Tolle. If you delve into the past, it will become a bottomless pit. Future will eventually free you of the past. That is a delusion. Only the present can free you of the past. I think what you also need alongside communication is solitude, a time to reflect on yourself, on your beliefs, about how you perceive your life, and about how you perceive yourself. Yes, both solitude and communication is required. You need to take time for yourself, to breathe, and also carve time out to talk about your feelings with your loved ones, and maybe then you'd reach a common ground. First reflect and then communicate. It also seems like you are looking at someone else's life. I did not show these two cards. And it also seems like you are looking at somebody else's life and comparing it with yours. Their life looks pretty, but yours looks blurry. Maybe you are comparing somebody else's family situation and you see faults in your family members. But we need to understand that we are all imperfect human beings and we hurt each other and get hurt. That's part of the process, but we need to take into account of intentions rather than actions. We make mistakes. And this last card, I don't know what this card is trying to say. But yes, that is it for your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Bye bye.